Hey guys, it's James the Rambling Dasher, and we are here on a Wednesday afternoon. We're actually getting out a couple of minutes early, which is very rare for me. So we're out going dashing, gonna have some fun, try to hit some new heights today, make money, and I don't know what just happened there, but it wasn't letting me dash. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, so if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you've been here with us and you're a regular, so very much appreciative of you watching our channel, and you know, hope you get something out of it. If you're a DoorDasher, if you're looking at DoorDashing, then maybe you just feel free to ride along and see what happens. I don't typically do a lot of splicing together on videos. I record it till it runs out of space, and then we record some more and splice those two together. But I don't. Every once in a while, I'll hit the wrong button and it'll stop, and I'll just hit start again. So I don't get too fancy on the videos. I just try to be me and accept orders when they're acceptable and decline when they're declinable. The other night I actually had some declines, and I don't really want to decline, but they were pretty bad. So I hit the decline like 3 or 4 times Monday night. So for me, I typically I dash on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Whenever I have something going on Friday, I move to Thursday nights. Since I'm in Central Arkansas, and they have put us on the new Dasher rating system. The overall Dasher rating? And for a little while, they had issues with the on-time rating, and it was causing everybody to be late on their orders, which sent me down from platinum to silver. So I was there for a week and a day, and I was like, I'm about ready to give up on DoorDash altogether. And then I remembered I had a platinum pass that I earned this summer, so it gave me platinum status for 1 full week. And so then I busted my tail to get 77 deliveries done in that week, and got me up to platinum status. And by that time, they had fixed the on-time rating system, at least most of it. There's still some stuff I'm frustrated with, but I'm still platinum. So yeah, so we'll keep trucking right along with that, and hopefully it will continue to be okay. But as platinum goes with this new system, I've made more money per hour with this system than any time in the past. Now, there may be 1 or 2 times where I got some big catering gigs that paid me large amounts of money all at once, but for a week, when I can average over $20, usually it's like, hey, before this change, if you had $20 an hour for 3 hours, maybe maximum of 4 hours, they would sit you on the sidelines, and you wouldn't get very much after that. And by the end of the night, you definitely didn't average 20 bucks an hour, even though you might have for the first 3 to 4 hours. But now, sheesh, on Monday night, I got $132 in 6 hours. And that is unheard of on a Monday night. So it's just kind of crazy. So anyway, I am very happy with the new Dasher rating system, or overall rating system, whatever they call it, and where they put a lot more emphasis on time, and they put more emphasis on being platinum to get orders. And I don't know, I truly don't know if people that are cherry picking orders and they have a really low AR in the old system, they would still get good orders, right? And they would come out and say, oh, look what I got, XYZ, you know, this $20 order, that $12 order. So here's a 8.5 mile delivery for Chick-fil-A for $12. So I'm going to accept that. I can't get over where I need to go. All these people are blocking me in. Alright. So I was in the wrong lane trying to go to Chick-fil-A, which is back behind me. So this side road will take me there. But I had to get across 2 lanes into the center lane and cross traffic. So anyway, so Chick-fil-A, $12, the first order, within minutes of being out, which is not very bad considering how early it is. So I'm happy with that. My hope is, well, I have some crazy hopes. I can tell you this, a couple weeks ago on a Wednesday night, 6 hours, I think I vaguely remember it. I could probably look it up. Let me just exit out this, home, earnings. So the week I made $621 that week that I had the Platinum Pass. Yeah, on a Wednesday night, I made $162.81 on Platinum. So fingers crossed we do something like that again. But even if we get 120, it's hard for me not to imagine getting 20 bucks an hour and hitting 120 on a Wednesday when I hit 132 on a Monday night. A couple weeks ago, I had 162 on Wednesday night, and on that Friday night, I had $157 on the Friday night. So fingers crossed we keep that up. Even if I don't, if I hit $120, $160, I will be happy, because it's way better than it ever has been before. So my goal is to keep the status, keep getting orders, stay busy the whole time, because this is what I do also know, is that when you're busy, you're making money, right? And as long as you keep making money and you're staying busy at it and you just keep pushing through, then you're going to have a decent night. All right, I'm at Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna hit pause. We'll be right back, and you won't even miss me. Hold on just a second. All right, guys, so we have this one. It says deliver there by 4:30. We got a 5-minute grace period, so that is not too bad. And now I can promise you this, I walked in there, and as soon as I started walking in, it said the order's ready to be picked up. Maybe before I got out of the car. And yeah, I got in there. They don't have it ready to be picked up. Not at all. Not at all. Alright guys, so I have some protein shake and a mixture of protein, vanilla protein, and some what's called superfoods or something like that. I don't know. It's all made by Orgain. I will get it added to my DoorDash store, because I put everything that I use during DoorDash in the DoorDash store. The link is going to be down below. So I haven't drank protein shakes in about 2-3 years or so, and then just really got on this where I'm like, I need to get, well, I don't know. My girlfriend started doing this protein thing because she knows she needs to do a lot more protein. She went to the doctor and said, no, you need to be doing like 70 grams of protein, or 90 or 100 or some kind of, I don't know where she's supposed to be at. And for my weight, I'm supposed to be doing well over 100, maybe like 120 or something like that per day. And I'm like, dadgum, that's a lot of freaking protein. So I switched out my normal breakfast, which consisted of like a veggie muffin that I can get at Walmart, Veggie Made brand. Like it's a little, oh my goodness, I hate this. It's a egg white frittata thing, and I usually had I don't know what else I had, but anyway, some kind of caffeinated drink and then something else. But anyway, so I got away from eating all that, and I'm drinking the protein shake that has some of this superfood blend in it, and it also has some caffeinated mushroom coffee, which I am not a coffee drinker, but with this vanilla protein stuff and all that, it's not bad at all. So Anyway, started drinking that in the morning and trying to eat less carbs, but I'm not doing a very good job of that, so we're still working on it. I did pretty good today so far, but yeah. Anyway, all right, I am going to hit the pause button because I don't want to bore you guys. I'm sitting in traffic and I really need to pay attention to get on this freeway, but it's all backed up, and this is where I'm losing minutes. I'm already down to a 2-minute grace period instead of 5 minutes. So we'll catch you in a minute. See you when we drop off the food. Okay guys, so we got that first one out the way, and $12, 32 minutes, 1 out of 1 offer, and continue dashing. I didn't look to see what the tip was. I imagine it was like $3 or $4 plus about 6, I don't know, the total was 12, so that was very nice of those people, whatever it was. I'm gonna look at my ratings real quick. So as soon as I just want to see what my on time is at 96%. So that particular one was all on time. It says that the late pickup was excluded, and I delivered it exactly on time. So barely got that one. So it is what it is. Traffic is not messing around going around those freaking loops to get onto the access road, especially going south. All right, I gotta see if I can figure out how to get back out of here without hitting any cars. It's a really wide road, but there's cars parked across the street. Anyway, so first delivery down. Let's see if we can get 15 tonight. I think if we can get 15, we'll have a really good night. I would love to have a 15 delivery with a $15 or a $10 average. That would be something, right? All right, I am eating an early dinner tonight. I drank my protein shake and I packed up some meat and cheese, some blueberries and some pepperoni. So I'm gonna finish eating that and try not to eat again afterwards until tomorrow. So we'll see if I can hold out, but just sit tight. We'll be right back and see how after we get the next order. See you in a minute. All right guys, this is quite the long delivery, partly because I get to go up the freeway, make the loops around, and then go way back. Yeah, it looks like maybe it's in Otter Creek or something. I don't know. But anyway, a long ways. 19 minutes. It says deliver by 5:15. And I have a 10-minute grace period, which is unheard of. So that's a good thing. So GPS says I'll be there by 5:05. So, yeah, that's a long delivery for Panda Express. So yeah, nothing else happening. Just trying to do DoorDash. We didn't do much anything last night. I went and got the kid. We were gonna try to play cards, but then he had so much freaking homework. He's had so much homework lately. It's like all he did all weekend was homework. I don't know if he's just that far behind or what, but homework, and then homework all night last night, and so yeah. But he's at his mom's tonight. He's supposed to have a sleepover at a friend's house this weekend. So I think I'm supposed to pick him up from school and take him to his friend's house at I don't know if his sleepover is Friday night or Saturday night, but anyway. But yeah, so not much going on. We do have a big house divided game with Arkansas and Tennessee this weekend, so that'll be interesting, especially seeing how we beat Tennessee last year, and we were at the game, and that was a long ride home from Fayetteville. It was a long ride home from Fayetteville. So I have no expectations whatsoever. I mean, we fired our coach, and we have a new coach. The new coach is an old coach who took us up to a season-ending number 5 at one point. I think well, I don't know what year it was, but seems like we had a top 11, like an 11. We were finished number 11 one year, and then we finished number 5 the next year, or something like that. But yeah, I remember us being number 3, and my brother, my nephew, and my daughter and I went to the game at LSU, and it just makes one person to make it for a piss poor experience, and that one LSU fan did it. So yeah, thanks LSU fan. But now we lost that game to I think they were either number 1 or number 2 at the time. And that was the year when Arkansas, it was LSU and Alabama and Arkansas, and LSU and Alabama were 1 and 2. And it seems like Arkansas lost, and it was the last game of the year. It was the day after Thanksgiving. We left on Thanksgiving night, drove down there somewhere along the way, spent the night. Then we got up the next morning, drove down, and I think it was usually like a 2:30 kickoff on the day after Thanksgiving is what we used to do back in the day, before A&M came into the league, and we didn't. Then we had to adopt Missouri as our after Thanksgiving rival instead of LSU. So anyway, but yeah, it was a good game. I don't remember much about the game. I remember all about this one jerk off that was sitting right behind us. And everybody else was nice, and everybody else couldn't believe that this dude was being the way he was. So, but yeah, that was a long time ago. Sheesh. My daughter was probably 7-ish, maybe 10. I don't know. I don't remember. But I think that was my only game at LSU. I had been to LSU one time before when, I don't remember who, it was after Arkansas won the national championship, and we weren't quite as good in basketball anymore. But we went down to LSU, and we beat LSU in basketball, and I don't even remember who all went, but somehow I just remember it was either 3 of us or 4 of us went down there, and I remember one of my friends and I can't even remember if he was living here at the time or he had moved to Jackson. Where did he live? He lived in Vicksburg, Mississippi, and now he lives in Jacksonville, Florida. But still, we used to go down and see him all the time when he first moved down there. He might have lived down there, and him and his wife, we might have met them there, or we might have went to Vicksburg and drove over with them. I just can't remember. But anyway, been to LSU twice. I can't think of too many other SEC venues that I've been to. I've been to Arkansas a few times, but I don't think I've been to any other places. But anyway. So anyway, yeah, we have that big game this weekend. The highly anticipated rematch. And I think maybe Tennessee might be, are they 11th or did they get into the top 10? They might be ranked 11th right now. So maybe if Arkansas can do anything, maybe they'll pull it off against Tennessee. That might be the upset of the year. Arkansas, their offense looked horrible. Their defense looked horrible. And I think just when their defense can't stop anybody from doing anything, the offense is just like, dude, we got to be perfect every single time because our defense gives up touchdowns every single time. And I haven't watched the games. I just hear about it afterwards. It's like everybody's like, if they can't run to the ball and they give up on this play and they give up on that play, so talking about the players. So they fired the coach, and then the interim head coach, who was the offensive coordinator, he fires 2 or 3 defensive coaches. So within a day or so, I think he got the job that same night, and then the next day on Sunday he fired 3 defensive coaches. So we'll see what happens there. But it just sounds like a lot of places, with especially paying millions of dollars to 18-year-olds, and they don't have a good work ethic to start with, and it's like there's no mentality. And granted, I'm not that person, but I'm also not an athlete that prides myself in being top notch, you know. But hopefully they can get in there and at least be presentable, because they haven't been so much so the last couple of weeks. I don't even know what our record is. I think it's maybe 2-3. If we are 2-3, I don't know. Maybe we're 2-3. Maybe we're not. I think Tennessee is maybe 4-1. They lost to Georgia in a kind of a heartbreaking kind of situation, or just at the last second, if I'm not mistaken. I remember watching the game, and they lost that game, and it was close. It was close. And Tennessee seemed like they had the game, but Georgia didn't have any quit in them, that's for sure. Alright, I'm going to go find this house. We still got a few more minutes, but we're going to go get this food delivered. We'll catch up with you on the other side to see how much money we made. See you in a second. Alright guys, so we just dropped that one off. 1 hour, 8 minutes, $22.25. That was $6.25 with a $4 tip for $10.25 total. So long drive, $4 tip, but whatever. I'm glad that DoorDash forked up the $6.25 for the base pay, so that was good. And yeah, we are over in Otter Creek area, so I don't know. Hopefully I can get out of here without getting other orders, because I hate turning the app off or pausing it. But it is daylight, so Worst case scenario, I get some orders while it's still daylight, and then we pause it before we start getting other dark time orders. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna head back towards Bryant and see what else we can get. I'm gonna hit pause and we will catch up with you when we get our next order. See you in a second. All right, guys, we were in there for probably 20 freaking minutes, and this is like not a good sign for maybe longer than that, because it took forever at Papa John's. So yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. This 10, 12, I don't know what the dollar amount is here, but it says it's going to take 8 minutes to get it delivered. So it's going to be well after 6 o'clock. So that's put me to 2 hours. And in the second hour, I think, yeah, in the first hour I had $22, and I don't think I've had an order since then until this one. And then I go in there and wait for half an hour, and yeah, and then I got 7 minutes to get it delivered, and it says we'll be there like 2 minutes early, but it'll be 6 o'clock before we get it delivered. That means only like $10 in this hour. I don't know if this was 10 or 12 or whatever, but that puts me at $30 after 2 hours, or $32 after that, because I don't remember getting any other orders. Let's see if I can tell. Yeah, 22.25, and this is 10.04. So it is what it is. All right, well, I am going to try to keep this video down to a minimum tonight. We're already at 26 minutes after 2 hours of dashing. So trying to keep it below an hour on this dash. So I'm gonna hit pause. We'll be right back when we drop it off. All right, guys. All right, so I was gonna look at that order, but we just got another one from Little Caesars. Dang, 9.8 miles for $14.75. So we will accept it. Now, which Little Caesars are we going to? Looks like the one out at Otter Creek. All right. I'm assuming that's where that is. All right. And let's see, be there by 6:10. Directions says we'll be there by 6:08. So fingers crossed they get that thing locked in there in the portal, and we go pick it up. So I will catch you after we pick this thing up, and we'll see where we get to deliver to. So see you in a minute. All right, guys, so we have picked up our food and headed that way. It says we got pick up at 6:31. Let me see, or delivered by 6:31. Let's just send them. They said thank you, so I'm sending them my best Chick-fil-A message and letting them know I got their food. All right, so 6:31, hit directions, 6:25, 14 freaking minutes, and we have got to go. Where the heck do I have to go? Down to the freeway. Where the heck is this? I have no earthly idea. Oh man, I don't know where the heck this is taking me. Oh, it looks like it's, yeah, I have no idea. We have definitely got ourselves into a fine mess here. Oh, never mind, hold on. Where are we going? Oh, we're going that way. Get on the freeway. Okay, this is a little bit different. All right, I gotta go, because I don't know where we're going, but I do know I gotta go to get there. So I've already forgot what it said. We got till 6:31. Directions say we have a few minutes to get there. Sorry about that, dude. And I gotta get gas. So I'm not gonna get gas until after I drop this off. So in the meantime, I am going to pause the delivery afterwards for me to get gas. Directions. All right. Okay, so long drive to get there. It looks like it's, I don't know exactly, somewhere southwest Little Rock. But it looks like it's more down into Alexander area, maybe. Fingers crossed. So we're gonna head that way. Do our bestest to get this delivered on time. We do have a good 5, maybe 6 minutes of grace period so far. So hopefully we get this one delivered on time. I don't think we'll have any problems with that. So we will see you back in just a second to recap the delivery. See you in a sec. All right, people. We got a gnat in here or something. We are way out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if that was a dead end at some crazy people's house or what, but there was some yelling going on out there and someone accusing someone of having some inappropriate activities everywhere she went, evidently. She can't even go to her mother's house without being accused of doing some inappropriate activities. So, and now it looks like they're behind me. But yeah, that was interesting. So that order was $14.75. We are on pause because we are in the middle of nowhere. The order itself was $4.75 base pay with a $10 tip. So thank you guys for that tip. Much more generous than what I would expect anyway. So yeah, and we are paused. So I am going to go find a gas station, and I'll be paused for a while because I don't want to get any orders, and I don't know where there's a gas station. There's nothing. I didn't pass a single gas station all the way out here. So I'm gonna head back to Bryant. I'm using the Upside app, so there's a link down in my link tree for the Upside app, and we both, if you use it, we both get extra, you know, money off per gallon if you don't have an Upside account. So check that out. I usually get 10 cents a gallon off using the Upside, and the money just sits in there until it builds up to like 20 bucks, and I usually send it to my checking account or something like that. So every little bit helps. So check that out, and I'm gonna hit pause until we get to our next order. So see you in a minute. Hey guys, we just took an order for Sumo of Bryant. That was, we're 2.8 miles away. It was about $7.75, I think, for about 7 to 8 miles. So a little tight on the mileage, but we hadn't had an order in a while because I drove 30, let's see, it started at 34, 35 minutes, and I drove it till it was 9 minutes. So that was 25 minutes without an order while I was on pause to get gas, and then about 5 minutes extra to get gas. So boom, there's about 30 minutes right there. 40 minutes of no orders. So we're sitting at about $47, and after going on 3 hours. So hopefully we can, after taking time out, and this is my fault, it's like I don't think about getting gas while I'm not on the clock, you know. So ideally, if I'm getting low on gas, I should go and get gas before I have to go on DoorDash, because that just takes away from my time. But anyway, we're gonna get out there. We're gonna try to make up the difference later on tonight. It is about 6:52. We're going on 3 hours here in a few minutes, so I don't think we can get this order delivered before the 3-hour mark. I would be surprised that we do, but we'll give it a shot and get out there and see what kind of money we can make. We ought to be somewhere around 55-ish, let's say, after this delivery, and it will be a little bit after 3 hours. So all right, we'll catch you after we pick the food up. All right guys, so we got a 2-minute 2-minute grace period on the delivery. I'm just gonna tell you, we ain't gonna get this one on time because I did not get I got your back. And I've gotten a few of those, or maybe not a few, but at least 2 tonight when the restaurants are late. So I can think of a couple anyway. Okay, so people, I've got to go. What are y'all gonna do here? Which way are y'all going? I would just squeeze out there, but I don't know if you are gonna turn right or left. Yeah, you're gonna go right out of the middle of the parking lot instead of getting in the left hand or the right lane to turn right. All right, so okay, we're gonna get this delivered 9 minutes. We got about, let's see, we are down to a 1-minute grace period. So we're gonna hit pause, try to get there as fast as we can, get this delivered, at least make it the delivery on time, because the pickup ain't gonna be on time. So we'll see you in a minute. Hey guys, well, I don't know where the stuff went, but we're at $54 and 79 cents, and we're about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So a little behind schedule on our 20 bucks an hour deal, but we took about a 30-minute drive around, well, coming back from a long delivery and then having to go get gas, so it'll happen. So we're gonna keep getting after it, trying to find some more places to go get some food and get them delivered. So right now we are a little ways off of I'm trying to remember where the heck I am, but I don't know exactly where I am to go get the next delivery. So I think I can make it down to the freeway, drive around Benton on the freeway and see if we can get any decent orders there, and then head back towards Benton, or towards Bryant on the other side. So yeah, we're gonna hit it up and see what happens. So we'll catch up with you in a second. All right guys, we just accepted an order for $16.75 with two pickups. I think they're both at Little Caesars, and 2 drop-offs that I think are unique, that are different drop-offs anyway. I don't know, maybe not. So we're gonna get out there, see what we can figure out, and yeah, go deliver this. $16.75, not a bad deal for a Wednesday night. So I'll catch up with you after we pick up these 2 orders. See you in a minute. Hey guys, we are loaded up with 2 orders. Yeah, none of the orders were ready. So I got 7:48 with directions that say 7:45. So I got a 3-minute window. It's 8 minutes. Looks like it's across the freeway. So we'll figure out how to get out of this parking lot. I don't like Papa John or Little Caesars or wherever I'm at. They definitely are back to having crappy staff. They had one girl in there that was working. The rest of them are like, oh my goodness. And then the dude's sitting out there smoking right outside the back door where people can park. Interesting. So I am going to so if you aren't familiar with my channel, we typically dash on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we do about 6 hours, and we split it into 2 episodes. So these 2 drops will be my last deliveries, and then we will end the episode. We'll do a recap and see where we are with our earnings and where our ratings at the time. And I just took a sneak peek at the ratings, and I'm like up to 96 or something like that, which is crazy. My AR is down to 92%, which is still crazy high, right? And it's worth 29 out of 30. But my oh, it looks like somebody, whoever, they liked what I sent and laughed at an image. Well, good. Now just double up the tip, dude. That's all I'm saying. Double up the tip. But I don't have great expectations. But it is 2 deliveries, 16 something dollars, and they just wrote fantastic. So, all right. Well, we're gonna try. We do what we do, and we try to get tips. And I did have one person earlier tell me with no extra tip. I don't remember which one it was now. I can picture him, but I don't remember the dollar amount. He says, "I'm loving those memes, dude." And I'm like, well, I appreciate you saying that. But anyway. Yeah. All right. So we got 5 more minutes. I'm going to hit the pause button. We'll catch up with you after we drop this one off, see where we're going next. All right, guys. This next one is 3 miles and 8 minutes. We have a 1-minute grace period. I have no idea. Man, I am running over some hickory nuts or something. I don't know what all that stuff is. All right, so we got 1-minute grace period. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. We're gonna get it there. I have no idea. I feel like this whole order is just gonna be late because I'm pretty sure at least one, maybe both orders I could unassign without penalty. And every time they do that, when you unassign, if you say no, keep the order, then they mark you as being late. So anyway, it is what it is. So we're gonna try our best to get the delivery done right, and maybe someday they'll fix some of these restaurant calamities. Maybe they will. Oh crap, that is a hill right there. Sorry, dude. I can't get up this hill with this car. All right, 6 more minutes. We'll check in, see how much money we made. See you in a minute. All right, guys. There we go. We are, so I'm gonna wrap this video up, this episode. So thank you guys for hanging out, watching. I did just accept another order, but we'll talk about that in the next episode. So let's, if I can figure out how to get out of here. I am way out. I don't know how far out I am, but places that I've never seen before. How about that? That I'm surprised it took me there. All right, I'm gonna go to my ratings real quick just to see where we're at. We are down 1 because of that very order, so I will go in later and dispute it and see if we can get it removed, because I hate those ones. And I think I have 5 disputes already that are already active out of the last 100. But anyway, I'm at 95, 92 acceptance rate, a completion rate of 100, on time of 96. So that last one, it was, I'm sure, all kinds of jacked up. So let's take a look. We were plus 6 minutes. So late by 8 minutes picking it up, early by 2 minutes picking the other one up, and then on time and on time. So yeah, nice. I was on time on both the deliveries, but late on picking one up by 6 minutes. And yeah, I'm telling you, they did not have that food ready. So anyway, but that's all right. We'll see if we can't dispute it a little later on and try to get that number back. And then oh, look at that. I have dropped another, I got another 4.0 rating, which is kind of, I don't know, it is what it is. I've had 1-star ratings, but I don't normally get 4-star ratings, and it kind of perturbs me because I'm used to having 5.0, but now I got a 4.99. So 98 5s and 2 4s. So I don't know when that thing came about, but I have it now. So it's still got 10 out of 10 in the ratings. I'm at 31 lifetime deliveries, and yeah, we're at a 95 overall. So we're gonna end the night on this episode at, I don't know that I can even tell where I am right now. Let's see. Can I? Earnings. Okay. So $71.54. And it's 8 o'clock, so I've been going for 4 hours. So not quite $80 in 4 hours. No, not quite, not necessarily anywhere close either. So, but $71.54 in 4 hours. How about that? So our goal is $20 an hour, and to hit at least 120 on a Wednesday night. And I was hoping to get a big number on a Wednesday night, because I don't remember what I got last Wednesday, but the Wednesday before I got 162 bucks. So that is something to try to beat, right? Now, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode, and we'll start up Dashing in the Dark. So be sure to catch that episode tomorrow. The last thing before I go, I will ask that if you have an opportunity, check out our Dasher, Rambling Dasher Amazon store. Doesn't cost you anything, and if you're not using anyone's affiliate link, I would humbly ask for you to use ours. Doesn't cost any extra. You just purchase whatever you're going to purchase on Amazon, and you get them at the same price, and we get a commission. So everybody wins, right? You get what you want, and you help us out along the way without having to spend extra money or give anything. So but that link is down below. It will be in the description. It will also be in the comments. So if you happen to check that, that would help us out a whole lot. And then my daughter's doing t-shirts. I just got the design today, and I haven't had time to put it out there with a new hoodie and a new t-shirt for October, but it's coming hopefully by this coming weekend. And but yeah, that's where we're at. So thank you so much. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. Be sure to tell your kids you love them, and we will see you tomorrow. And yeah, check us out to see where we end up from our $70-something, right? $71.54, and where we're going to end up in Dashing in the Dark tomorrow night. See ya. Bye.